earth-shattering. How about you guys? What have you been working on?
Oh yeah, yeah, trying to test Patrick's prototype, only we found a little hiccup.
Yeah, I told him about it.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, come on,
It's like,
man.
wait a minute, I kind of bought three bad chips, and then I went to start looking and went, oh, wait a minute, that ain't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, I'm sure glad you caught that now.
Hell yeah. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I have some 6402s coming Tuesday.
Okay.
So I can start testing. I'm not going to modify the board. When we get the next batch, then, well, I've got three 2502s. So,
Yeah, and I think I have whatever's in an AY five.
1013.
Yeah, it's one of the. I think I have one of those, and it needs the. Turns out at least it needs the -12
right.
also.
Yeah.
Actually, almost all the chips do, except the one I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is good. It is good that yeah, you discovered that, or we discovered that before it went into production.
Yes.
Yeah, because slapping 12 volts on the back with loose components. I looked at what you said and I went, nah.
That's a prototype board. Come on, man.
It's probably the current's probably so low you could just stick a resistor and a zener.
That's the
what it's
plan.
gonna. That's yeah, Zener 130 ohm resistor and capacitor.
Yeah.
I have that wired into mine here, other than the capacitor, but
Yeah.
just to make sure, yeah, it actually makes 12 volts or -12.
Yeah, I was going to look up how much current it takes, but I can't imagine it's that much.
I think it's 15, 15 or 30 milliamp. Can't remember.
Oh, so it's next to nothing.
Yeah, it's not much.
Yeah, the Claude the Claude response basically was why you need it. It was like, oh, okay. That's the way that particular what was it, PMOS or whatever it is
Yeah.
works. It requires the 12 volt to drive the logic, even though it's 5 volt on the input and output. So okay. Well, at least now I know why we need 12 volts and why they got rid of it.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like an 8080.
Yeah, when I looked at by the way, when I looked at like the some of the other chips, some of the alternates that don't require 12 volts, some of them use that pin for another function.
They do. Like I think the intercell.
87 or whatever the later one from SMC I think does.
Yeah.
There's a variant where you can switch two different types of baud rate generators by whether that pin is high or low.
Yeah, so it's probably so we'll have a jumper on that. I mean, yeah. So it seemed like a good idea.
Yeah, I think that the jumper is definitely I think a good idea because that way a minimal number of chips will get fried.
Mm-hmm.
Little warning sticker, or something right on the silk screen.
A little biohazard sticker.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I also tried. Oh, the other thing I was working on this week, I was attempting because I know people would like it to create a S100 bare board template for easy EDA.
Yeah.
I haven't quite got it right yet. I built it and it looks right, which is fun because the easy EDA only works in millimeters, and of course all the S100 standards are in inches. So you're sitting there constantly converting dimensions. Yeah. But yeah, I got it so it looks right, and then as soon as I add components to the board, somehow the S100 edge connector disappears, which is obviously a custom part. But designing the custom part was easy enough. I was surprised that took me, once I figured out how to do it, that took me a few minutes. And Easy EDA was creating this custom device, which was the S100 edge connector. Yeah, that was pretty effortless. But when I get it working right, I will share that so that anybody who uses Easy EDA can have an S100 card to start from.
Yeah, that'd be
I might even add the 5 volt regulator the way Patrick did on his. Yeah, so hopefully in the next few weeks I'll figure out what I did wrong and can make a clean version.
Seems our group's getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Do we pick a bad time? I don't know what to say.
every time is going to be a bad time for somebody sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, perfect time. So it's all good.
Mike's serial CPM that doesn't need a disk controller. It just uses the COM port, the other COM port.
Yeah.
Well, I started working on a BIOS to talk to the FujiNet serial device.
Oh.
Using the same kind of mechanism. You just plug it into your 2SIO port 2 or something.
Yeah.
But I haven't gotten...
Right. Now, how complex is the FujiNet circuitry then that we'd need to put it on S100 card?
Well, from what I can tell, we'd have to do some work. I think it has like an IO in, IO out status, read memory, write memory status, data bus, address bus. I think a few interrupt lines.
Yeah, they use. I think he uses what not an ESP32.
Yeah, there's an ESP32 and there's a.
That's right. It is an ESP32.
Yeah, it's kind of a combination.
Yeah.
And then, so you have to program, I think, your microcode on whatever that other chip is to deal with your particular bus. But it's almost like that guy who made that new universal board.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's one of his serial. Yeah. I think you got it also, Patrick.
I do have one. So I'm hoping that you can just plug that back into your USIO port 2 or something. And then just have it be. But the neat thing about that stuff, then it talks to a TNSF server, so you can get your files like from anywhere on the internet.
Right.
It's kind of cool.
So wait a minute. So if there's already a serial version.
Yes.
So
I think it's designed to work with PCs.
Right, but that just means it's a matter of software.
Right.
Yeah, it is. Exactly. And that's why I thought, Mike's already done it to talk to the FTC Plus. We just need to change it to talk to that instead.
Oh,
I think it's like $80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere like that.
Yeah, mine's somewhere.
I should get one of those to play with.
It's got a serial port on this end, and then it's got a USB-C, I think, on this end.
For power.
Yeah. So FujiNet, I think the original one was the Atari. So they have, the Atari had those daisy-chained SIO cables. Mm-hmm. So that uses from what I can tell, the Atari SIO protocol. So you just tell it to on this drive, read a sector, write a sector, whatever, and it's really similar to the FTC Plus, except it uses the Atari SIO protocol, I believe.
They also said that you could program this to work.
Yeah.
The ESP32 development board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, development board.
So that's on the...
Right, but if that works through a serial port, then why not? Just write the software and make it run off the serial port. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
You could do the same thing with an actual S100 board if you wanted.
Well, I was just saying, but and actually with a little tweak of their design, you could make it a plug-in for the SIO board because it could get power directly off the SIO board.
Yep,
it would right in.
It would, and there's no reason why it wouldn't work. Well, other than your baud rates.
Right. Oh, what baud rate does it run at?
I think I don't know what it'll go up to. Probably whatever the.
Okay.
But the these UARTs, they stop at 19.2. So
yeah,
I think the Atari only ran at 19.2 or something like that. I can't remember.
Right. But your 2SIO runs up to about 38, right?
It'll do 7
or one above that, yeah.
76.
No, 78.6 or 76.8.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty reasonable, yeah.
It works. It'll run that fast, and I can't remember what the 8080, the 2 megahertz 8080 will do. I'm pretty sure it works at 38.4.
They've got an interface board supposedly already designed for the Heath H89.
Mm-hmm.
89, which is very similar. You could get it onto the S100 bus pretty easily.
That's worth looking at.
Yeah, the only thing is, I think they've changed some of their. It seemed like it was a moving target. They were supporting one kind of assembly. They were using 8255s, And then I think they got rid of the 8255s, and now we're using something else.
Okay.
But I think that's where the universal board would come in handy, because that's designed to hook up to almost anything.
Yeah. I mean, you still have the problem of on the S100 bus, do you want to come up with something new that requires a whole new BIOS or CPM and all that,
Right.
or do you want to make it look like an Altair disk or a Tarbell or whatever?
Yeah.
Or
Could we could we convert the little disk emulator you've got to be this?
yeah, I think yes and no. I think the ESP32 I use
Okay.
is not large enough to
Okay.
hold
Got
their
it.
image unless you take some stuff out, which I was looking at once, which I think it's like, oh, well, I don't need printers. I don't need all that stuff. If I can learn how to use, what's the development thing? Whatever IO.
IDE or whatever.
Yeah, whatever the whatever IO.
The IDE, yeah.
Yeah, anyways, to tell
Integrated
it, hey, I don't want
Development.
any of this junk. I just want a couple disk drives. Then
I
it might
think,
fit. And
yeah,
I think the last version I did, it uses DTR. I think it's DTR to say, hey, a command's coming, and lowers DTR to say I'm done with the command. So I know I wired DTR into the last ESP32.
Yeah.
You can actually raise and lower DTR.
I think what they're doing is they're using the ESP32 W Rover version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it has more memory. The Vroom doesn't have enough memory in it to run the Fuji stuff.
Yeah, and I looked at everything that they put into their image, and platform IO. So if I can learn their platform IO and how to do all this stuff, I think you can pare it down to say, I don't want a bunch of this other stuff. I just want disk drives, and then it might fit. But
yeah,
again, they have their Gerbers online and everything. You can just make your own boards. You don't have to buy theirs. Yeah, all the source code's online. All the key KiCad stuff's on there.
Thing is, it's very confusing to go through though and try to figure out.
It is very, very confusing to try to just figure out, like, I want to create one for whatever. It's a lot of work just to figure out, to go through the documentation and the source code, and it's constantly changing, I think.
Yeah. That's why I put that project on hold for a little while, because I saw all the hardware changes and, don't use this, new coming soon.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, I'm just going to wait on that, because I don't want to spend the time building something just to have it be obsoleted.
What is the actual advantage of FujiNet for the S100 bus?
Well, you can hook it up to FujiNet, other things.
Right. So your disk server can serve multiple machines at the same time, for example, because it acts like a network server. You could have a single repository running on, say, a PC at home, and then have 5 different S100 computers all see that as their single disk drives and move everything in and out on the PC. So it's a lot cleaner than having individual disk images.
It does. It supports TNSF servers. So like, well, you could tell your Altair to boot a disk image that's at my house here.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Is couldn't you just rewrite your ESP drivers to get a file off the internet, since it's Wi-Fi?
You could.
See, that way, like on my website, I could set up a page where people can just give me their images.
It's not that simple, though.
Not quite that simple, yeah. But
it's nowhere near that simple. There's a lot of software that has to be written for that. And the thing that bothers me is, or I still haven't gotten an answer, can you get access to individual files, or do you have to load whole disk images?
I think you have to load pull disk images is the way it works, I
It
think.
sort of makes sense.
That's what I'm thinking. I could have a disk image somebody sends me, put it on my website. They just go into their computer and through Patrick's ESP, finds their disk image they want to use and use it. And if they want to share it with other people just go to the website, click on that disk image, and they're using it.
There's a whole lot of issues related to doing that right, not least of which is security.
Yeah, there's that.
Well, yeah, there's no security. So, but I mean, what do we need on an Altair 8800 to be afraid of? I mean, don't put your banking information there.
What, you don't do your taxes on your Altair clone?
Well, part of it is because it hasn't been done yet, and it'd be fun to do.
Yeah,
that's what this whole hobby's about, really.
Right.
It's like,
there
be another way to do it, but it might be fun. And there's like you said, you want to see an active group of people get on FujiNet.
There you go.
They're doing all
those
kinds
are Commodores and Ataris and Amigas and
yeah.
No reason why the S100 couldn't be part of it.
Yeah,
well,
this does sound like
S100 could be part of it, but that's not going to bring them into S100, I don't think.
No. Well, see, to me, I'm not really interested in the get people into the S100 hobby thing, because I mean, people that are interested are going to come, and people that aren't.
Right.
I agree.
We might get other people interested, but you may get other people interested in S100 if now they can play around with FujiNet on an S100 system, or just working with them on S100. Someone might get interested, but I don't. With all these conversations, I just don't see how you're going to bring people into the hobby.
I think about the only thing you can do is introduce them like Jeff does and Mike John does when they go to these VCF festivals and stuff. Because if Commodore people walk around, they never heard of S100. They'll look at it saying, hey, they'll keep it in the back of their mind, and maybe they'll get an interest. They'll look at the research. Hey, wait, that was the first home computer. Oh, that's the one with the cool switches. That's the one with the cool red and blue switches. You get what I mean. People go down a path and what makes them interested. But I don't see us converting anybody. I never thought this as
the people that go to a VCF are your most likely candidates for a convert. And I know, I mean, I've talked to John the last 3 years when I've been to VCF West, and he's got a constant stream of people looking at stuff, and he does a great job. So, and I'm assuming other people do, or other people on the S100 group do some of the other VCFs.
Jeff's doing the one. He's doing the whole
Midwest.
Midwest. He's got the whole Whopper thing going on.
And I saw a video on YouTube from Southwest in Dallas, which was like last weekend, and there was a whole S100 system display there with a guy showing he had an Altair and an IMSAI and a bunch of stuff, and we're selling the coolest T-shirts with the MITS logo on the front.
It was in Dallas?
That was in Dallas, yeah.
So that's south. That's not Southwest. Southwest is San Diego.
Dallas is so big.
They call it Southwest, I think, Dallas. But anyway, Eddie.
I think Southwest is Texas, because I think
Southwest is Texas.
I think Southwest is Texas.
They do an Orange County one, which I haven't been to yet. I really should, because I could go visit my kids at the same time.
There you are.
If there's new people that need help, I'll help them any way I can. But I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of effort trying to get people to come here if they just don't.
But I think our most likely candidates for people to get interested are people who are already interested in vintage.
Yeah.
And they come to these shows, and yes, I've almost a couple of times put my hand up and said, John, do you want me to come help? It's only an hour. It's only about an hour from me, so it's real close.
I probably love that, actually.
It's also a great place because it's the Computer History Museum.
Yeah.
So I've been there when the show's not there, just to go through the museum. It is magical.
I definitely want to get to VCF East or Midwest.
But the one advantage of West is, like I said, it's at the Computer History Museum down there in Mountain View. And I spent a day down there. My wife and I went down there a few months back. We spent a day down there and saw about half the museum, because there's live demos going on all the time. There's a PDP-1 where you that's actually set up. Really interesting PDP-1 with a guy who's probably in his mid to late 80s, who was who worked on played around with PDP-1s when he was in college.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. And they have that set up with controllers, so on the big display you can play the Asteroids game, the 2-player Asteroids game.
Oh,
so
yeah,
they run that, and then they let the audience play.
Yeah.
So you can actually, and they have IBM mainframes, and they show you how that stuff all works, and it's great. So if any of you are in the Mountain View area, definitely take the time.
That's
definitely take the time. It's a great place.
Yeah, I might try the VCF East one of these days, but it's like a 6-hour, 8-hour drive. It's a long ride. I think 6 hours from New Hampshire.
Well, the biggest is Midwest, right?
Yeah, that's days.
I never get on an airplane to go to that one.
Yeah, same here. Not going to happen right now in my life. Maybe the future.
But yeah, definitely if you get a chance.
Let's show you this, guys, too. Like I said, I'm wasting my life away on Claude.
Oh,
but I am having him write me a VI.
Cool.
We're working on the keyboard stuff now, so I can go to insert mode, can't type anything yet. Hit escape, get out of insert mode, send an EX command, and woohoo!
I did find a VI for CPM.
Did you?
Oh no, sorry, no, it was VEdit. It was VEdit.
Yeah.
VEdit for CPM. I found that, which is sort of similar, but VI would be nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice to
I am definitely in the VI camp on the VI Emacs wall.
I'm definitely. Well, I've never used Emacs, so
I have. It's horrible.
But I love VI. So
yeah, back when I was a Unix sysadmin, VI was my weapon of choice.
Yeah, still use it daily for my job, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hate to say it, to this day, I only know the keystrokes and commands I need to know. It's terrible.
Oh, yeah, that's all
I work with is hopping all over places, cutting blocks, moving things.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing what you're doing. I'm sitting there saying, okay, I know I would do it this way and it'd take me twice as long, but I know I can get it done.
Yeah, I'm the same way, because I used it. I was a sysadmin.
Yeah,
on Unix systems back in the 90s for a while, and VI was just the weapon of choice if I needed to edit something.
Yeah.
So I learned just enough, and then I use it now just frequently enough that can just barely remember how to save a file.
Yeah.
Going to like Notepad or something it's just painful.
Yeah.
It's like
I use Sublime for everything these days.
Yeah. I've been using Sublime on my Linux box a lot. So
I love Sublime. With the plugins for Sublime are a lot of fun as well. Have you tried any of those?
No, I haven't.
There's a Z80 assembler plugin. So there's all these language plugins that color code and help tab all your code. There's not one for the 8080, but there is one for Z80, and I've used that, and it's actually quite helpful. So it knows all the mnemonics, and it knows all, and so it helps autofill and color codes and find some of your typing errors. Not all of them, obviously. But
I was trying to look and see if I can find the list. I know I looked at some of them for color coding, but I think since I'm doing mainly 8080 right now for my Joe, I'm still in front with Joe Mon. You guys gave me an idea 2 weeks ago, and I've been working on that. So
but this is the 81 that I've used, like I said, when I've done Z80 assembler, and it's quite useful. But nobody's done one for 8080. I have no idea how complex they are to write.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to find out.
Well, if you do write one, let me know.
Yeah.
Use it.
Yeah. Anyway.
So
that's all I got.
Yeah.
So Walt, how's your Pong going?
Oh, I haven't touched the Pong lately. I mean, it basically works. So I've moved on from that. I mean, if somebody else wants to improve on it, that's fine. I mean, it could use a few tweaks here and there, but it works.
Yeah, if you want to make it really snappy, you'd probably have to write it in assembler. Because the speed difference is phenomenal when you go from basic to assembler. It's orders of magnitude.
Well, that's something I was working on the last couple of days, is not to compile the Pong game, but I've been trying to figure out how to compile my terminal program, my
Yeah.
dump terminal program. Yesterday I spent all day every time I run the Bascom, and then it gives me the spirally thing on the screen, and then there's an error and stuff, and I'm trying to figure out. And so I've been missing this file and that file. There's all these support files that are supposed to go with Bascom, and they aren't on my disk. So today I managed to download what I think is a complete set. There was about 10 different files on CPM archives for Bascom. And so I got those on my PC, and I went to reboot my Altair 8800C, and now it won't boot to the ESP32. So I'm trying to figure out. I think maybe the ESP32 might have crapped out on me. I'm not sure.
Sounds like my fun lately.
Yeah.
Just like everything you touch.
Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have rebooted the computer.
Oh God.
But I spent 3.5 hours in a Zoom with Jeff the other day, and I dialed into his Whopper system, and we were going through different baud rates, and he's tweaking his Whopper so it works better with the lower baud rates of that, because he optimized everything for 2400 baud. And the modems he got, I guess, are some kind of like an industrial type modem. They're they're more expensive and stricter on the tones and timing and everything. And he can't adjust anything in them. So now he's bought some cheaper modems that he's going to try on there, because I told him, I says, you should just get like the USR robotics. There's billions of those things out there in the world, and they're cheap on eBay. And, so I would think that would be the most common thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, those the old Hayes and then Multitech.
But he's using VoIP on the analogs on the dark side, and that causes problems with old modems.
Well, see, that's it. Like on my, I have two VoIP phone lines, Magic Jack. Dialing into my CBBS at 300 baud, it's basically solid as a rock. Everything works perfect. When I get above 300 baud, I start missing characters.
Right.
At 1200 baud, at 2400 baud, it just loses it.
Right. So that's to do with the kind of the audio band that the VoIP works in, and a lot of the cheaper VoIP stuff just does not have the range for all the tones that the higher baud rates use.
And
for the longest time when I was putting VoIP systems in for clients, we weren't allowed to use them for like fire alarm system detectors because of that exact problem. The fire alarms were basically modems, and they wouldn't work reliably over VoIP. So if you hunt around, you can find VoIP appliances that work, but it's not the cheap ones.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, and that was the other thing. He did some research on the different VoIP services, and picked out the one that was best for using digital data. And I'm going like, yeah, but most of us old guys just go get a cheap Magic Jack because it's $50 a year, not $50 a month.
Right. Yeah, and that's not going to work at high speeds, no.
No, I dialed into his, and it worked well at 300. But 1200 it would work, and then you just get like a splurt of garbage, and then a splurt.
That's what I was getting. I got the exact same thing at 24. I think I was connecting, and I was blaming because I'm using this is Linux box. I was using some USB modem that's nothing more than a little cube this big.
Yeah.
And worked for everything. Other BBSs, but so I wasn't sure.
Well, that's the thing. I told him, I says, back in 1983, when the movie came out, it was based on 1983 technology, and there were some 2400 baud modems in them days, but 99% of them were 1200 baud and 300 baud.
Right.
I Go ahead.
My first modem was 300 baud with the handset cups.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you need to, in order to make it period accurate, what you need to do is plug one of the PMMI modems into one of your S100 bus systems and dial it up using the PMMI modem.
Well, that's actually one of the, I got the PMMI modem in one of the computers. And that was actually one of the tests that we hope to do in the future. But PMMI only goes up to 600 baud.
Correct. But it would work fine at 300.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I was dialing in at 300 with the Hayes 1200 modem. And at 300 baud, the weirdness that I was getting was actually caused by his system trying to send data faster than 300 baud to the thing. So he had to put in some delays for 300 baud, and then he found out he had to put in delays for 1200 baud, and that because his system was optimized for lot higher speeds.
Yeah.
And he says he might have it set up after the show, full time.
Right.
But he wants to do it at like 56K speeds and higher. And I'm going like, that's never gonna help anybody. I told him, I says 300 baud, that's fast enough where you can read what's going on the screen.
Right.
And everything will work a lot better for all the different VoIP.
Plus, it'll be better for the voice synthesizer.
Right.
Oh yeah.
A 300 baud voice synthesizer. That should be entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, his system speaks now, and that was one of the things I was suggesting is if it's running slower, then like on my end, I could have a program take the data as it's coming in and send it to my SpeakJet chip, my speech box. And so it would be talking while it's getting, the data coming in on the port too. Why should he just hear it? Why can't I hear it? Because that's the way the show was. It was the user that dialed in the whopper that heard the voice. Yeah.
One of the many leaps of in that movie. Yes.
I think it was somebody pointed out that he's putting his phone into an acoustic modem, but there's a Hayes modem or some sort of other or IMSAI modem up on top of the terminal. So
it said IMSAI, but it was actually a CERMIC modem.
Is that what it was?
And
okay,
they pasted an IMSAI label on it.
I never noticed.
And the thing is, the acoustic coupler, I found it online I've actually found one on eBay for that acoustic coupler modem. I forget the name of it though. It was a really weird name I never heard of. But that was the thing that looked like it was doing the modem stuff, but it wasn't. He just put the headset on there to make it look good. But there was it was a CERMIC modem running at supposedly at 1200 baud.
Yeah,
for the movie. I think one of the things I read about it said that in reality it was only getting 300 baud when they were shooting in that, so they had to fake everything on computer screens anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
So it didn't matter.
Yeah, so much was faked.
Although, they weren't dialing at all.
No.
Well,
exactly.
it actually did dial in that.
300 baud modems don't go.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
I remember you had to dial the number quite often with a rotary dial,
so
then listen for the tone and put it down.
Well, the dialing was just the blink lights. That's all it was, is to get the light blinking.
Well, he has a really cool setup, though. I give Jeff credit.
Oh, yeah.
I played around with a little bit, and even with the garbage, I had a little conversation. It was enjoyable. So hopefully in the VCF West Midwest, sorry, when he's there.
He's in Midwest,
Midwest, when he does Midwest, he will be able to get it so people can dial in, and he has some good response and stuff. Things are working.
Did you nuke Seattle and Las Vegas?
No, I was asking Whopper more personal questions. So what do you do after you retire? You know how is it down there? What's the weather where you are? Well, it's cold, dark.
Where I am,
it just told me, hey, what do you want to do? Play chess or global thermonuclear war?
Yeah, that's I tried that a few times with me. I moved it along.
Oh, I see. Maybe I'll dial it back.
Oh yeah, you can get it going down path and stuff. It will keep funneling back to trying to get you into a game.
I forget where was the Whopper actually located in the movie?
In the mountain.
Cheyenne Mountain, was it?
Cheyenne,
Probably
yeah,
Cheyenne Mountain, because it's always Cheyenne Mountain.
Yeah.
It's always Cheyenne Mountain.
It's where they monitor Santa Claus when he's flying through the sky.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, yeah. Santa tracker. Gotta love that.
Oh wow! Here you go. Who's got $90 and wants to have some fun?
What'd you find?
I found a S100 modem.
Oh, a Hayes?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
Hang on a sec. I'll put it in chat so you can look at
I've
it.
seen the S100 Hayes modems before.
I've seen,
I don't know if they work.
Is there a U.S. robotics one also?
I think so.
Well,
this was by somebody called Potomac.
Atomic Micromanagement.
Oh, that's PMMI.
That's the PMMI. That's what I have.
modem.
Yeah,
Well, I've got two of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got one.
Terry's got a couple of them.
Yeah, I used to have three, but I sent one to Walt, so now I only have two.
Oh well, Terry, I sent yours back.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, jeez.
Oh wait, no, you're right. You're right. I do. I bought the second one. I was thinking I bought two online, but what I did is like I had yours, and then I bought one that didn't have the coupler, the phone thing, and then I bought the phone thing separate.
The DAA.
Yeah.
Oh, so you need more than the board here. This isn't the. Okay.
Yeah, you need a DAA that plugs in. It's a little square cube thing that has a telephone interface.
Okay, so that's missing. This guy's just selling the board.
Yeah, I ran.
No, the boards are easy to find. These are next to impossible.
Yeah.
I just posted a link to a U.S. robotics.
This thing weighs about a half a pound too.
Yeah, well,
it's heavy.
Oh, geez.
I used to run that's what I ran the AMRAD CBBS on for years. It worked great. Back in the olden days, you could, if you got two PMMIs, one on each end, you could get it up to 550 to 600 baud.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's also a Hayes S100 modem, but the guy wants $450 for it.
Yeah, I think I actually have a Hayes somewhere, but I don't.
Yeah, that's
I've
never
touched it.
Well, that PMMI is clean looking.
Oh, that U.S. robotics one is.
Yeah, this Hayes one looks really nice, but I'm not paying $450 for a modem.
No,
especially since I don't have an analog phone line at home anymore.
Yeah, it's $379 for the one Patrick posted.
So that's pretty clean too. The robotics one.
So Patrick, adding a modem to your serial board, what would be the? I mean, it's a little module, a little back end where you just plug the sucker in. Yeah, I'm having fun with you.
No, all you do is go buy any regular little modem and plug in on a serial port.
Right.
That's
I have.
That's why I have two of his 2SIO R1 boards in my Altair 8800C and my Zeltair 8800, and I want to put one in my IMSAI-JAIR computer.
And that's why I put the mirror RTS and DTR on the 2SIO, because it's hard to use a modem without giving it DTR.
Yeah, yes.
But you can do so on you have to do it through RTS on the software, but trying to eliminate another special cable.
Yeah, I've used my Wi-Fi modem emulator. I've used that on my clone. That's pretty cool, because that way you go out through Wi-Fi over the internet to the literally thousands of. In fact, I've dialed into your BBS from my S100 system.
Now that I think the ESP32 board, when I made it, we could put software on it to turn it into a Wi-Fi modem. Yeah. I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, there's a guy that sells. He's got about 4 or 5 variants now, and they fit in the old cases.
There's two or three guys out there selling.
Right. So I bought an old modem that was not working and just took the guts out and put it in there. So I've actually got. There it is up here.
See, that's neat. That's cute.
That is cool.
So hang on. So yeah.
Oh yeah, there you are.
See, you got that. Looks just like the real thing. The lights all work.
Yeah, that's
cool. I love that.
So I bought this. It works great. And as far as the computer's concerned, it's just a modem, and you type in IP addresses or domain names, the host names, and it does DNS and it finds them and it connects to them for all the bulletin boards out there on the internet, and there are thousands.
Yeah.
And there's a central site I found that lists keeps a records of all the different bulletin boards that you can search.
Tim, if you can find a link, throw it up.
About a year or so ago. I found one list that had like 5,000.
Yeah, it's an online site. Let me see if I can find it.
Now, that list was a little too long to save.
Well, yeah, but you can search it online, which was kind of nice. The one I found.
Yeah.
All right, Telnet BBS guide. Here we are. Hang on a sec. Okay, let me. Come on.
Next, you'll probably tell me it's a Tindy guy and he doesn't ship to US, right?
Well, it was Tindy I picked that up on, but
yeah, I know. I think that's where I saw him once, and I'm thinking,
so this got so the Telnet BBS guide.
Yeah.
You can also just open a Telnet window on your computer and Telnet in to any of these old BBSs.
Oh yeah,
but it's kind of cool to do it. I've done it using Kermit under CPM, which is always fun.
Having the modem flash lights is the best part, though. Come on.
But yeah. Oh, and it makes the sounds as well.
Oh, sweet.
It's got a speaker in it, so you hear the dialing sounds, and then the modem's syncing, so it's faking all that. It's
that's
awesome.
Great.
I would definitely, And then, like I said, I found the case on eBay, and it had a dead modem in it. So now it's got.
So where did you get the board from, though? That's.
I got it from Tindy. I think
Tindy,
I found it. Yeah, was it Tindy? Yeah, I found it on Tindy. I think.
I'll have to see if it's still around on Tindy.
But which Tindy's not exactly a place you would want to try and buy something right now.
Yeah, I hear they're having problems, huh?
Well, all of the people selling through them are having problems.
Yeah,
they're not having problems. People are still buying stuff, but they're not paying the.
They won't pay me.
They won't pay anybody.
They won't pay you. Oh,
right. So you go and order something, they get the money from your credit card, but they don't pay the guy you ordered it from. So now he's sitting there with an order and no money. So basically, Tim, right now it's a big scam.
Oh, okay. What did you call that unit? What would you call it? I'm trying to think of a search. I don't want to say internet modem. That doesn't work.
Yeah, hang on a second. ZI modem or something. No, ZI modem's what it runs. But this one
that might be enough, though.
Give me a second, and I'll see if I.
Is that the retro modem for Hayes?
Yeah,
retro modem for you. Yeah, okay.
Wi-Fi retro modem.
Yeah, I just found it. Thank you. Yeah, he has a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, and he has them for different old modem models. So depending on which case you want to put it in.
Yeah, that's sweet. Okay, thanks.
I would definitely, if you want to go out and have your S100 out on the internet, that's the way to do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the sounds and the fact that all the lights are flashing, the immersion is great.
So he's located in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I can find another way of contacting him.
Yeah, that would be my recommendation. Yeah.
Yeah, I think disbursement funds.
Yeah.
Disbursements are currently unavailable.
$100.
We'll have them back online as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's just go buy a working Hayes.
Right, but then you've got all of these thousands of bulletin boards that are only accessible over the internet. That's this whole thing where they've all moved them with a Telnet interface.
I'm retired. I don't have time to go hunt them all down.
That's why you go to the site I just listed, the Telnet BBS guide.
You search for ones that look interesting.
CBMstuff.com.
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them out there. I just picked this one because I like the retro look on it.
he's got a pile. He has a folder of them.
Yeah.
Terry, you amaze me sometimes, bud.
Terry, do you have a warehouse that's 3 times the size of your house you live in?
No.
What
no,
I'm
the problem at the moment is this shack is so full of crap. I can't find anything. between the ham radio hobby and the S100 hobby, and and the 3D printer stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let my amateur license lapse, and I'm kind of glad I did because otherwise I'd have a bunch of amateur gear as well.
Here's one.
Yeah.
I don't remember this one, but
yeah, there's a bunch of them out there.
And then this one's the I think this is the Guru modem.
Yeah.
And here's one. Here's one with an LCD. I mean, a OLED.
Oh wow.
Geez, that's tiny enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so tiny I can't read the
Yeah.
the label on it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it looks like.
Display. Yeah, I need a microscope to read it.
Okay, this is a Y modem 232.
Yeah.
WI, I think.
Oh, so actually, he's not far from me. Los Altos, California, is where Tatler is, the guy that sells these things. And he's got like 4 different versions.
I don't know if this is one of his.
Yeah.
I haven't played with these in a while, so.
Well, he's got a Hayes Smart Modem, US Robotics Sportster, Atari SX 212, and US Robotics Courier. So he's got 4 different versions of the board.
This one here is the Guru modem.
Yeah. Put the link in the chat.
Yeah, so but yeah, if you're but I can't find his email address, but maybe if you can find his email address, I'd reach out to him, Joe, if you want to get one. And then decide which case you're going to buy off eBay and gut.
Yeah, well, that just says you can't order it until you can't get. I guess it's best to find a case first, then look at what he offers.
Right. When I bought this one, he only had the Hayes Smart Modem version,
Gotcha.
So the decision was easy. It was then whose Hayes Smart Modem do I want to buy off YouTube and gut?
I've got a US Robotics modem. The modem basically works, but the plastic case turned to dust.
Oh. Yeah.
So
anyway, so if you can figure out how to contact him, you can probably. He's got a contact store button. So
so you might be
like you can send him a message, and then
and then he doesn't filter it.
Here's another little something I got that's kind of like what Patrick's.
Yeah.
This is I think it's an ESP32. It's called a retro disc.
Okay. Oh, that one's got buttons on.
Yeah, it's for programming the ESP32, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got 4 buttons.
Yeah. Patrick, how come we don't have 4 buttons on yours?
I need to add more buttons.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, yours
maybe some flashing lights too, bud.
And yeah,
that's one of the things on Patrick's is it would be nice if you could get that button. I've been thinking of drilling a hole and gluing a stick on the top of the reset button. So
when you use the case that I did,
yeah.
I should probably try and I'll take a look at that. I'll try and redo the case with a little 3D printable pin with a guide for it over the button.
Well, I did one like that for a guy in he's back east, Woolrich, but then he decided he liked the solid case because that was the first one I did was like the more solid case,
right?
And he liked that one. I think Patrick, you made the original case, didn't you? Case design?
No, if I actually owned a 3D printer, I probably would have made a case for it and designed it to go in a case.
Okay.
Not just, I can't make a case. I don't care.
Yeah, well, he might have had files, or I designed.
Yeah.
I know I went through several iterations with him to get it the way he wanted it, and then I added so you could do the reset button.
Yeah.
But I already had mine in little plastic 3D printed cases already. So I haven't changed out.
Yeah, maybe.
We don't need no stupid, stinking cases.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I see a rack full of cases behind you.
Like when I designed it, I kind of made it so you could assemble it yourself.
Yeah.
That's why you can just get the little USB micro
Yeah.
SD card thing and just solder it or whatever, just plug in a board or prototype board.
Yeah.
And but I've thought of making another one with all surface mount, just
Just getting
different.
it ready made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and designed to go into some kind of a better case.
Yeah. If you need sheet metal work, by the way, I would definitely recommend Send Cut Send. I used them for when I did my micro engine and I had to do the custom front panel. So the aluminum panel that goes behind the front panel, the bent one, I had
Yeah.
that done by Send Cut Send, and it was like $50 for a one-off, and they turn it around real quick. On the other hand, I used Front Panel Express, I think it was, for the actual front panel, and they were expensive. The work is gorgeous, but they were like $150 for a one-off front panel. But they did put the studs on and everything else, so it fit right in. So it works great. But yeah, Send Cut Send were really good, and I would definitely. And you can design the sheet metal parts in like Onshape in 3D. So you could just literally say, I want to design a sheet metal part in Onshape, design it with all the bends, and then there's a way you can export from that file you can send directly to Send Cut Send, and they make it for you. So that was yeah, for
Well,
sheet
yeah,
metal
I
work, that
mean,
was awesome.
you can send a machine shop pretty much any kind of file your
Right.
software puts out, and
Right.
because they're gonna take your file, import it into their
Right.
software.
Right. But the yeah, Onshape was really nice because it knew how to do the flat version from all the bends, and it said, okay, here's the flat version, so you can drill all the holes and cut everything. And like I said, I just uploaded that to Send Cut Send, and a few days later I had my part and it was perfect. It was spot
Yeah,
on.
and
So like I said, I
SolidWorks
was definitely recommend those guys for sheet metal work,
and
unless you've got
SolidWorks
the equipment.
and SolidWorks, you can sketch the whole thing in 3D, and then just say put the bins here, here, and here, and then click flatten
Yeah.
it, and it makes a flat
Yeah.
thing for you to
Yeah,
send.
Onshape does the same stuff. In fact, I designed it in 3D and then it just flattened it for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty easy. Like I said, but the Front Panel Express, who make gorgeous front panels, that front panel, that custom front panel was like $150. So not as cheap. But they have a special piece of software of their own that you download to design front panels. So you just put all the cutouts, the holes, I put the studs on the back, um, the anodizing, the engraving with the paint fill. I mean, it was pretty cool.
Put the links to
Yeah.
those two outfits in the chat.
Yeah, so it's hang on. I'll pull them quickly here because they're so Send Cut Send. Where are we? Here we go. Is Send Cut.
When I was first making parts for robots, I had a design to you that would hold two servo motors at different angles, 90 degrees from each other.
Right.
And I went to a local machine shop. I think the program I used at the time was machineshop.com. And that's the actual name of the program besides their website. It was free. So I designed it in that. I took it to a local machine shop. That guy looked at the file and just instead of importing the file to SolidWorks, he just redrew it again in SolidWorks. So,
Yeah.
because he wanted to get it accurate, because I had all the
Yeah.
dimensions on the page in that.
Yeah. So these guys, so Front Panel Express, they actually have you do it in their design software,
Yeah.
which it wasn't too bad. It's fairly easy to use. But yeah, so that was for my micro engine. That was both the front panel and the support bracket, and then all the other bits I 3D printed.
Yeah. Well, that part I had, that guy redid it, and he made me a little prototype,
Mhm.
but it was flat. And then I took that file and I gave it to a local water jet cutter
Yeah.
outfit. They made me 1,000 of them for like $100.
Oh yeah.
And they did all the bending and everything for me.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, and the thing is, they even after the water jet cutting, they
Hey, Bird.
burnish the edges and stuff, so it's nice and smooth. And yeah,
Cool.
they did a really good job.
Yeah, they probably throw them in a tumbler. It's the quickest way to do a large number of parts.
Yeah, well, I was amazed that they could do all the bends on such a small part.
Yeah, bending, yeah. Once you know how to do it, the bending part, as long as the radius is not too tight, it's pretty straightforward.
You had some things bent this way, some things bent that way, and then some things bent this way, and
Yeah,
they got them all in there, and
yeah.
and it took them I think it was about a week.
Right.
They gave me this big box full. I went to them because they were just about a mile down the road, and they just give me a big box full of parts. Here you go, $100.
There you go. Cool.
Yeah.
Patrick, do you have any of the solid state music CB1A boards?
I do.
So at some point, whenever you get around to getting production SIO boards, I'd love one of those as well.
Okay.
Because the guy on Tindy that sells them says he's out of stock.
Oh, wait. The which ones?
The solid state music 8080 board.
Yeah. I think I have 2 or 3 of them.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, whenever we get around to doing the SIOs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to put one of those. I looked at that and I thought, oh, that would be really useful.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah. But like I said, the guy that sells them on Tindy says he's out of stock.
Okay.
Which is you.
Which is me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not out of stock. I
know that.
Thing on Tindy. They won't pay me.
Yeah, I know.
If you're not getting paid, there's no reason.
Yeah.
But I may order probably when I order, because I'm almost out of SIO R1s, 2 SIO boards. I got to order everything.
And those come as just bare boards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
But they're pretty. What's cool about them, though, is they're really compartmentalized. So if you only need the 8080, then you just don't put the rest of the stuff on. So it works good.
I have a couple of 8080s sitting around here in a box somewhere. So I've got the CPU, which is the tricky part to find.
Yeah, it's a neat board. And it works great with my front panel. So
So like I said, when we get around to getting the next round of SIO boards.
Hey, to answer Walt's question about getting new people on the board, on the group, I wonder if Patrick, if you could start selling those.
I thought about it. So if I thought there's enough people that would buy them, I'll just have JLC PCB at least put all the
sockets and everything,
all the sockets in and capacitors and all that stuff, and then that's how I do the 2 SIOs.
Right.
And I just plug all the chips in, test them.
Yeah. I wonder how expensive that would be, because the big advantage your board has is it'll work with a front panel.
It will.
The Z180 that we were pushing is a Z180 board from John Monahan is great, except it won't work with a front panel, I don't think.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do with that board, I contacted the guy that actually made those. I just asked him, because I don't think he's selling them either. I said, hey, can can I get your KiCad schematics and stuff for it?
That's the ones that posted on Tindy, right? What I do is
take that board and just put a 2 SIO serial port on it.
Oh, instead of the weird serial port.
Instead of their little weird thing. Yeah. So you had a 8080 with a serial port that now you just plug in an FTC Plus or something.
Well, hell, you put ROM and RAM in there and you've got a working computer.
Yeah.
Not much of one, but you've got something.
So then you get it down to 2 boards instead of 3, and you have basically a working Altair.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I believe I did get his schematic put back in, but I did it by hand. And that's just as far as I've gotten on that one. But
I downloaded I downloaded the files you had linked on Tindy.
Yeah.
So I was going to read through that stuff later but definitely would love to put one of those together, because I think that'd be quite useful, because I have John Monahan's board in my test rig and there's lots of things it does not do right.
Yeah.
It's a great Z80 board for his stuff.
And I think, Joe, you have one?
Yes, I got one. Works great.
Yeah, so I went to Paul too, and he likes it, and that's what I have. I have a original.
Yeah.
So I use that a lot. But
is that both 8080 or Z80?
no,
No.
Oh, it's
only
just
8080.
8080.
Yeah.
80.
Nothing
Good.
is both. They're not exactly pin compatible.
It would
No.
be nice if here's me putting on the wrong kind of hat. It would be nice if you could do a CB2 instead or in addition.
Oh, the Z80 version, the Z80 version?
Yeah, the SSM CB2 because it's got, it's a Z80, so it only requires one power, one voltage.
Good
Yeah.
point.
I don't have one of those. I have the CCS Z80 that works awesome in the front panel too. I was thinking of reproing that one, but if SSM has one also, I'll look at
They
that
do.
one.
The SSM CB2 is my
Yeah.
favorite CPU board.
Okay. Because I was thinking of repro because we need a CPU board
Yeah.
that people can just
Yeah.
get.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I mean
One that's
that's front panel compatible and
right.
Yeah.
all that
Walt's
stuff.
probably reaching for his. I've got both of mine in boxes or in computers right now, so I can't show you one.
I've got one in the computer, and the second one, it'll come out of here. The only problem with this board, is all the little jumpers and stuff.
Does that have a power on jump?
I don't remember.
You can address it to go to the ROMs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, for jumpers, John's board, which won't go into focus for some reason. Goddamn camera.
Yeah, I'll look at that one
Autofocus.
too because I think we need a good reproduction
Yeah.
8080 and Z80.
Right. Yeah, and like I say, John's board is great, but it also, first of all, it has, God, it must be 30 jumpers on here, and 3 switches, 3 banks of switches.
Yeah. Hey, Walt, can you put that back up, Walt?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I can do better than that. I've got a nice high-res scan of the board.
Okay.
It also does, it's got a switch for 2 megahertz or 4 megahertz.
Yeah, that's the CCS does also, and
it also has a what else was it? Oh, a stop, a run and halt. If I stop switch, if I remember correctly.
Okay, that's cool too. Because what I want to find out is if there's an alternative or what we would use for the toggle switches that they have on those.
Yeah, my board. One of the two is complete. Both switches are broken.
Yeah.
So I got to find a replacement.
Something else.
If you can just use like simple slider switches.
Possible, I would think so.
And
I think they make just right angle toggle switches like a front panel. I don't know.
Yeah, like the ones that go on the 8088, 8085 board from CompuPro. I have one. Hang on a sec. I have one here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's a little. Hopefully, there's a little switch right. God, what is it? A little switch right there for 2 megahertz, 4 megahertz, and it solders flush on the.
Yeah, that's the switch that I cannot find. Like I don't know if anyone makes them anymore. I think C&K had the ones I had, but I don't.
And it looks like it has 4 pins on it on the back, and it solders flush on the board. Yeah.
That's just like on the Krememco ZPU.
Yeah, the Krememco's got them.
Right.
This one has them.
Yeah, we'll need to find an alternative to those, I think.
If you look for, so there's a modification for the bus probe, the Jade bus probe, that adds like a single step switch on it. And the modification uses those switches, and it has the part number for them.
Oh, interesting. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Now, whether that part number is still available, but at least that's a starting point.
Boy, I've looked all over and haven't been able.
Now I gotta look because I have that.
I don't remember. I don't remember where it was.
Yeah, same thing.
I would say this year, sometime earlier this year, somebody had found those parts, and they said the outfit had millions of them, so there was no shortage of the switches.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we just need the part number.
Where it was.
Yeah.
Hey, Walt, would you mind emailing me those pictures?
Oh, this board?
Yeah, because if I repro one, I'm gonna need high res.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can give you the 1200 dot per inch
Wow,
scans.
3 voltage regulators.
I've
Yeah.
got
That's a busy
I've got
board.
high-res scans of 2 of the boards.
Yeah, I didn't remember it. I don't remember it having to require 3 power supplies, but
Yeah.
That's a
You wonder
that's a
why.
that's a there's a lot of stuff going on there.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's probably for the serial. If there's a serial port on here, that's probably where the extra power is for.
I don't think there's a serial.
This one doesn't have one, I don't
Oh, it
think.
doesn't? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
CB2 doesn't have serial, no.
Looks like,
Oh,
like
okay.
it's a ROM, unless it was to feed, maybe it's an older style ROM.
Yeah, it
might
has 2
be.
ROMs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so some of the older 2017, 2716s or 2708s.
Oh,
Or
yeah, okay.
those old ones had really funky voltages.
Right. So a
So it's
new
possibly one of
version of
those.
the board, eliminate the ROMs, eliminate
Yeah.
most, if
yeah.
not all, the jumpers.
Well, eliminate one of the 2 ROMs, keep the other ROM there.
Yeah, it's nice to have a place to jump from.
Yeah, you can do that on another. There's plenty of
Well,
ROM boards
if
out
somebody's
there.
starting, I think you brought it up. Well, somebody's starting, you want to kind of limit what they have to invest in. If they have to build another board or buy another
But that's
board,
it.
then
If you got a CPU board and an FDC Plus, the FDC Plus has the ROM on it already.
yeah,
And
you're
then-
right about
Yeah,
that.
but you're focusing into one vendor.
This will work with any. Yeah.
Well,
so.
yeah, but the point is,
Okay,
for a
where are the
beginner,
switches?
if they're going to build a computer and they got to start changing jumpers on the CPU board,
Okay,
that
where's the
makes it harder.
switches?
But if they know the ROM is on the FDC Plus, bang, off they go. When they want to step up higher, then they can go get a Cromemco board or another board with ROMs on it.
I feel if the jumpers are documented well, and if I think the problem I've had is I've had boards and you read the documentation, it makes absolutely no sense what they're trying to tell you to do with the jumpers, or there isn't a good example. I think if you have something documented,
So there's a
work.
couple of parts. There's a couple of part numbers there for the switches that I found on the bus probe modification.
Put the link on
Well, I just put in the piece with the switch numbers.
put the link for if you
It doesn't
found
know
the switches for sale.
Well, I haven't found them for sale yet, but I found them.
Okay, yeah.
I just found. I just knew that they were used for this modification to the bus probe. So that's why I thought, well, I'll go there and see if he's listed the part numbers, which he has.
Oh, you might email the guy and see if he's got a source.
Well, this web page is from like 1 million years ago, I think.
electronicsurplus.com says something about it. I don't know if they say in stock $1.98 each.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we got the part numbers. That's a good start.
That's why I wanted to go find that, because that would at least give us a start.
Yeah, it looks like it. Four posts and a big nasty red switch. Sweet. That's cool, Tim. Good call.
Like I said, I just remembered seeing that because I thought about doing the mod to my bus probe.
Yeah.
And then I thought, nah, probably shouldn't break it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. There's a place called Radwell for the 8201 toggle switch. Let's see what that looks like. It is the same thing, and they want $5 refurbished. So
Mauser has them in stock.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, cool.
I mean, they're $16 each, but they got them.
Oh, I'm like Electronic Surplus. Where are they located? Have anybody ever bought from them before? It sounds like a,
The downside with switches is often in low quantities they're expensive.
If it's Electronic Surplus, it may be in Maryland.
This one says they're in Ohio.
Okay, that's not the same
No,
one.
I was going to say Electronic Surplus. There's one in almost every state. That's one big company, but they have offices everywhere.
They're say actually, it says ready to ship, 0 left in stock. So there goes all that excitement, huh? Ready to ship. I love that. Okay, but it was only $1.98 last time they had it. $3 was the regular price. Well,
Newark
good
has
luck with
them
that.
too.
I'll be right back.
Somebody check AliExpress.
No, UT Source.
Of course, if you buy 100 of them, they're only $5 each. So
yeah, there's a guy on eBay is selling 2 of them for $14.
So Patrick, I've seen those little sliders type style switches.
Right.
You buy cases of them for $5.
But
I know it's not the same feel, but it's
You use these for the same reason we have the bicolor LEDs on the 2SIO board. It's because it's cool.
Yeah,
it
it's
is
cool.
cool. It is absolutely cool.
I mean, these are vintage switches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've
I don't know,
even got a
trying
weird
to
the pin if you look at the pins that they're not in a square, they're in a slight
yes.
trapezoid.
They are. They're
Yeah. It's definitely a different part.
Yeah.
See if you can add that to your KiCad inventory there.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Newark,
good catch.
Newark has them too for $19 available to order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
That's probably in quantity 1,000.
Well, that's cool. I can't believe you found them. That's great.
Well, at least you kind of know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
I might buy like 100 of them and sell them on eBay for $10.
There you go.
Go for it.
You probably sell 10 a year.
No, everybody wants these.
Well, that's true. Every real vintage enthusiast wants these.
Bet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
All
right, man, we need to hop off.
Yep. Okay.
That was an awesome score there, Tim.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
It's amazing the things you stumble across.
Yeah, both the 80 boards use them, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.